Yeah, what's happening, man?
Yo, what's good? I'm trying to change the light. All right, boom. What's good? Yo, how you been?
Man, I've been good, man. This is our third time officially chopping it up. The first time was in Indianapolis when you was on the rap game tour. And
Mm-hmm.
then a couple of months ago, you was in Atlanta. You came to the Pandora office. So
Yeah, yo, that's
slowly
crazy. You
get,
know, it's funny. Bro, I remember going to Indianapolis on that tour for
yeah,
the first time, and I was like, I'm gonna show love to everybody, but like, it was so dead. Like, yo, bro, I was like, yo, are we really here? Why are we here? That's crazy.
man.
Though. Yeah, I remember that. That's DJ Prince.
DJ Prince, that was his hometown. Y'all came through to the radio station. I was managing at the time. Yeah, man, that was a that was an interesting part of the tour.
Yeah. We was with JD and everything. That was dope. It was a dope experience. That's crazy. Wow. And then we linked up in Atlanta. I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was on tour again.
yeah, you was on tour. You was on your own tour though at that time. Yeah,
Yeah.
you was doing your thing, man. So appreciate you taking the time to do this. This is what I call the making plays convo. So really, we're just gonna be talking about the plays that you were making before the pandemic and everything started going crazy. What you're
Mhm.
doing now, and then what you're gonna do once things hopefully get back to normal soon. I always like to start though and asking people like, how are you doing? How's your family doing? Especially you being in the epicenter, NYC, which is the hardest hit city in the
Um,
country.
I'm good. My family is good. It's crazy. One of my friends, his father and his grandmother just passed away.
Damn.
So, yo, like it's scary, like for real. I'm just trying to make sure I'm healthy.
Right.
Everyone around me is like trying to make sure they're healthy. We taking the procedure, we moving correctly in the right way because it broke out of control very quickly, and it's out
Yeah.
of our control. You feel me? It's how we adjust to it. So, I mean, I'm good. I'm just trying to make sure I stay healthy. Really. That's what about you? You good? Your family good? Everybody
Yeah,
good?
everybody's good down here. I mean, Atlanta, we kind of went into lockdown a little bit after you guys did,
Mhm. Yeah.
but again, Atlanta's a little bit more spread out than New York. I
Mhm.
mean, New York is a very condensed city. I grew up in Harlem, so it's crazy to see. Like when I'm looking at TV, I'm looking at the news. I see the streets are empty, and I
Yeah.
can't remember any time in my life that I've ever seen New York like that. But you're
I
actually
know.
there, so what's the whole like vibe and atmosphere like?
You know what's funny? I'm gonna be real with you.
Hmm.
It's 50-50. There was a
Oh wow.
maybe last week. It was real hot last week. I'm not a snitch, but it was real hot, and a lot of people were outside. Like yo, there were people like how about an FDR? They have
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they have like workouts and stuff like little like they have like a what's it called? It's like, kind of like a boardwalk, I guess.
yeah,
But
yeah,
like
yeah,
they have that long kind of like walkway where they have like little like workout areas. There was mad people outside working out. People
yeah.
just walking around. They have they take procedure, but I mean I don't know. It's quiet now. I guess it really just depends on the weather, because it'd
Right,
be hot. Nobody want to be inside their crib and stuff like that. But
right, right.
there's still not a lot of people outside, and it's funny. There's this thing that they do at 7 o'clock where everybody goes outside their window and they make mad noise for like the patients and like the nurses. I didn't know until I was in the city and I heard mad people making noise, and then they told me that that's what they do as every day at 7 o'clock. But I mean, it's yeah, it's crazy.
I peeped that, man. They've been doing stuff like that here in Atlanta as well. I think they've been doing that all over the country, but it definitely started in NYC. So when the pandemic first hit, what was your first reaction when all this stuff started going down?
I don't really, I didn't pay attention to it because
Yeah,
I lived through swine flu, I lived through Ebola, all that other type of stuff. So I didn't really think much of it until I guess like they started canceling the schools. That's kind of when I became
right.
more skeptical. I was like, nah, we gotta take it serious now. I don't know what's going on. This has never happened, so I don't know. It might be serious, but I don't know. I'm really waiting for everything to clear up. A lot of things got canceled, no performances. All the
Yeah,
festivals got canceled, tours got canceled. So the real way we're making money and just building with people and is through social media, streaming. So
yeah,
that's what we got to really focus on now. But I'm just waiting for everything to clear up. I'm trying to watch the news every day and see what they're talking about and stay updated.
yeah. I mean, had you wrapped up your own tour at that point? When
Yeah,
okay,
we had finished it in February.
Okay, okay, okay. But you were gearing up for other festivals and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, and we were gonna go to like Europe and stuff like that also.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Had you ever been over there before?
Nah, it's my first time.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Every artist that I talk to that says when they go overseas, it's a whole different experience and it just changes their whole mindset. So I'm hoping things open up soon so you can get that experience because I
Yeah.
think you'll do very well overseas. Speaking of the music, you put out another hot track last week. Proud of
Thank
me.
you.
Already doing good numbers on Pandora. And it's funny when I was listening to it, I could think of a time of being in a situation like that. I think every guy
Hmm.
has had like a female that they're really feeling, but she just out in them streets and ain't ready.
Yeah. You know how it
Um,
be. You know how it be.
it, is that something that you've definitely experienced? Because I noticed a lot with your songs, you talk about experiences. You're a very good storyteller.
Hmm.
So
I
do you?
feel like
Yeah,
something I like with that record. That record was more. I wrote that record on tour. Like I don't remember what city we were in. I just remember we were driving, and it just came to me because I was just. Sometimes I feel like everybody feel like they go out their way. Sometimes for certain
right.
people, it could be anybody. It could be family. It could be friends. And it's like sometimes you just go out your way for certain people, and sometimes they're ungrateful. They don't, like family could be ungrateful. Sometimes friends, people you do things for. So that's kind of like the mode I was really in, because it just hit me. I was like, yo, I'm really working. Like I never really took time to like at that time period. I didn't really take time to just like really let everything process and hit me. So that's when they kind of hit me. I'm like, yo, bro, like I've been doing a lot. Like I'm proud of myself. So it's like, I mean, let's just make a record about that. Like, are
Yeah,
you proud of me? I know I'm proud of myself. Are you proud of me? That's kind of like the more or less the concept. But I mean, throughout the records, I take certain things from my life and I try to like break it down, but in ways other people can relate. Because that's when it really like impacts the people stronger when they hear it and they can relate to it. That's kind of when you really win.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I will say that your songs are very relatable. A lot of joints that I listen to is like I've either experienced that or one of my homies have experienced that. And
Hmm.
obviously, Mimi is still doing great. Hood Life Crisis Volume 2 still putting up numbers. I told you last time, Love Scars and Hood Scars are my two favorite songs off that project.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Are we gonna get a Hood Life Crisis Volume 3 anytime soon?
All right, so this is what I was talking to my manager about this. We don't know if we want to come with like a new concept, like like I want to introduce something else to the world as far as like a new EP, and
Mm-hmm.
then come with Her Life Crisis Volume 3, just so I could build like a different catalog. You feel me? As far as like, cause I want to build more momentum before I come with the album. I want to build more of like a status for myself and just the expectation. I want to build a stronger fan base and just really prove more before I come with an album, so it's more anticipated.
I mean,
And
bro, you already got a strong fan base. You're doing your own tours. You're
I
doing
know, but
great
yo, you know
numbers
what
on
it
all
is?
the streaming platforms.
I'm telling you,
Like
it's
you
funny.
building, you
I
popping
know.
right
Here's the
now.
funny, yo, it's funny because I remember when I had nothing, right? And I
Mhm.
used to just like, yo, all I need is a million views. Let me just get 5 million views. That'll be dope. And then I got like 30 million views. I'm like, that's not enough. I need 100. It's weird, bro. Like I promise you, like I accomplish things, and I'm just like a heavy, strict critique on I critique myself harshly. So I'm
That's
just
good.
always trying to push myself to be better. So I just feel like there's so much more I could do, and I want to do it I want to do everything the right way.
Nah, no doubt, no doubt. So on this next project, whatever you decide to call it, are you gonna do some features on this one? Because I know your past projects, it's been all you.
Yeah. Not we definitely we gotta come with features. I've had a lot of people hit me up. I'm supposed to send a bunch of tracks out to a bunch of people to get
Mhm.
that going. I would love to do something like that. I don't know. I feel like that's what I need. I spoke with my manager about that. He said that's one thing I did. We kind of wanted to go off of not needing features. We wanted to
Right,
just put together a body of work, prove to people that I want people to get used to hear me on a track. Like I don't want
right.
people to feel like I need the next man to make the track better or this that, and the third. But now I think it's time to show people like I gotta create duos now. I gotta create like friendships with people. I gotta make music and just show people that just
Yeah.
I'm different and do different things. I definitely got to get out my character and collab with artists. That's definitely what the fans want now.
Absolutely, man. And you said so people have been reaching out to you to get them
Yeah,
get you on their song too.
yeah, yeah. They a bunch of they just want me to send them stuff. I don't really want to say too much. I just want I want to head niggas with it. I just want
Yeah,
to
yeah. You don't
there
have
you
to give no
go.
spoiler alerts.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just
yeah. I'm just, but I definitely a bunch of features on the way. bunch of features on the way.
Now we look forward to that. Now I also heard you say that like you don't write down your songs anymore. You pretty much go in and freestyle, which to me is mind-boggling because I don't even rap and I gotta write down damn near everything.
Yeah.
Do you have to like be in the mindset to do that, or can you just go in there and just let it rip?
It's crazy because I was the same way. Like I couldn't go to a session without like 3 or 4 songs like written down already. I used to just always write. So
Mm-hmm.
like freestyling was I used to freestyle and rap and this and the third, but like freestyling and making a song, I never really did that. I found that hard. And then I did it one day. My first session with Gabi, we got back in the studio. I freestyled like a record and it was dope. So I said, let me try doing that. And eventually it got to the point where I couldn't write. I got writer's block. So I said, this should go to the, and I just started freestyling and everything. I freestyled my last 2 tapes. It just became a habit. You get in the habit of doing something. And
Right.
it's kind of, that's why like a lot of artists freestyle their records nowadays. It's kind of hard to write a record sometimes because you
Yeah.
feel it more in the moment when it's time to lay it down. So it's kind of like it's art in its own way too when you think about it because it's off the top.
Yeah. I did notice a lot of artists saying that they go off the top of their head now as opposed to writing and stuff. Gotta congratulate you, brother, for being the nominee for the 2020 XXL freshman
Thank
class.
you, thank you, thank you.
How'd you feel when you first found out?
Um, it was dope. It was definitely dope. I feel like I feel like going back to what I said, I got more to prove.
Hmm.
But it's a beautiful platform. It shows that my work is getting acknowledged. What I'm doing is definitely being acknowledged. So it just shows people that people tuned in. So it was dope to just get that nominee.
Yeah, man. Especially with this year, and I've been telling a lot of people this. I feel like 2020 has been a very special year. It's going to be a special year for whoever makes it. So
Hmm.
regardless if you make it or not, I'm definitely rooting for you. But just to be nominated amongst that talented and deep group of people is saying something about you. And NYC
Yeah.
was definitely represented. I mean, you got you, Lil
Hmm.
TJ, Cheka, Flip De Niro, Fabio,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
TJ Porter. And I think we talked about this last time, just the new exciting wave of young New York artists that are coming through, and you guys have your own unique style and sound, but
Yeah.
you're still representing for the city and you still show respect to the guys that came before you. I
Hmm.
mean, what are your thoughts on the state of New York hip hop right now?
Um, it's dope. I feel like it's a little bit in a frenzy right now
Mm.
because of what happened. With pop and everything.
Rest in peace,
Um,
Pop Smoke. Yeah.
as far as the drill scene, like I feel like there's more. I mean, there's more unity. I could say, I guess, but like it's not really like I can't explain it. There's a bunch of artists coming out. It's a little bit at a standstill, but
Mm-hmm.
everybody doing their thing. Like there's more love in the air. I could say that. There's definitely more love. There's more positivity.
Yeah.
And more like I said, more unity. Like I feel like a lot of artists coming together more than they used to, and it's dope. I love the New York sound. Everybody's been talking about it. It's been able to, you feel me, get back and make some more noise. Just making noise in general for the city is dope. And I
Yeah.
love what the artists are doing. I love that there's different sounds coming out. You feel me? It's dope. It's real dope.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And you said something about unity, and I've definitely seen that too, especially between the generations, because like even a lot of the older NYC rappers like Fabulous and Jadakiss are acknowledging you guys and showing
Yeah.
a lot of love to you guys. So I really think that's dope, especially me being born and raised in NYC, and you haven't seen that throughout the years. So it's definitely an exciting time. I also got to give like you and Mulatto props because you guys both started off on the rap game, but
Hmm.
you guys are really coming into your own right now. And I think it's a misconception that people think like, oh, if you get on TV or you get this big platform, that you automatically just pop off.
Yeah. Nah.
But both of you had to put in like time and work and really make those connections and connect those dots to get to the level that you're at now. Speak on that. Like, talk about your journey as
Hmm.
far as from going from TV and then getting to where you are now, because there was a gap between that.
Yeah. I always tell people like it's not what you do on the show. It's kind of what you do afterwards that really matters.
Mm,
Like what you do on the show matters because you want to attract attention, but what matters the most is what you do afterwards with the platform. Um, it was a little like I left the show and I got like when it aired, I got a lot of like love and feedback, and that's kind of how I started off. It kind of put
Right.
me in like a place where people were familiar with me, like, oh, yeah, Prince of New York, blah blah blah, J.I., the rap game. I know who that is. So I mean, after that, things kind of died out. We went on the tour, and then after that kind of died out, everybody was we just split up. Nobody was really. Mulatto was always doing her thing. I feel like she always kind of had like the when she just always had like the attraction on her. Being from Atlanta, she was always she had like a big name for herself. She was working hard, but for me, there was a point where like I lost clout and I was just at a standstill. I wasn't really doing nothing, and this was probably around like 2018 and like maybe like the beginning of 2019.
Right.
Um, I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't even going to the studio. I was just really just doing nothing. I was about to do construction. I was
Mhm.
trying to finish school, and I said, you know what, like I feel like things happen for a reason. I'm big on energy. I'm a spiritual person. I'm big on God. So I feel like what was given to me, I feel like it was for a reason. And what can I lose if I go on my way one more time to really try? What can I lose? Like I'm already
Right.
at my lowest point. What's the worst that can happen? You feel me?
Right.
So I linked up with my manager and we just made things happen. And it like it's mind blowing to me, and that's why a lot of people I guess just show me love and respect me because they 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 witnessed the process, and I feel like it was hard, like, but it's amazing because like dreams come true. Dreams
Yeah.
definitely come true, and I feel like the whole time like me starting to work, my mind was just on working. Let's make music. Let's make music. So we got to the point where I just made so much music. It was I was feeling to release it. I'm like, yo, I gotta release it. And at the same time I learned new things. I learned how to drop things the right way, when to pace yourself, when
Right.
to do
Right.
when to do the and at the same time we just built a fan base, and it's just crazy the response I got. Like the first I remember my last birthday, not the birthday that passed, but when I turned 17, I had dropped a single and it flopped. It did miserable. And then the year later I dropped the EP and it got over like 100 million views independently. So it's crazy the way God works, when you believe. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. And it's funny. I was thinking about your story and how you took that time off. And it seems like the whole world has been forced to take a time out or
Yeah.
or time off. What in this time would you tell people to do, like as far as creating, seeking God, or like just stepping back and planning out your next moves? What advice would you give to people to use during this time, being that you kind of went through something like that fairly recently?
I feel like this is a time now to really connect with yourself more before you connect with people. Obviously connect with people, but like you have this time for yourself to really just connect with yourself. I feel like I'm constantly finding out new things about myself because I
Mm-hmm.
push myself to do certain things. Um, Being creative, like you have everything in front of you to be creative. You have no distractions. I feel like you're locked down. You're in the house. If you draw, you make any type of art, it's right in front of you. Do it. Like I feel like now is the time to just make something positive out of what's going on, because that's what you can do. If you
That's right.
don't, you're not gonna really, you feel me, take advantage of the time that's going on. But I feel like with me, I just been trying to write, plan out certain things, move the right way, get on these lives, and just interact and talk with people and just show communication, this, that, and third, because we can't really let this control we got going on. We got to still adjust to it. And with me, like I said, being creative, just go out your element. I don't know, go out your element, be creative. It's not hard to do that. You feel me? Especially now when it's all in front of you.
That's
I'm
right.
trying to lock myself in the studio. I don't know when, but like I want to just stay there for like a whole week and just wild out. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna plan that before I do that. But like stuff like that is easy to do. That I just feel like be creative and just I don't know.
No, that's a good answer right there, man. Whatever studio you go to, make sure they got the wipes and the lights all in
Oh
there.
hell no! Yeah, we got hand sanitizer as soon as you walk in. You feel me
For
now?
real, for real. I'm gonna get you out of here with my quarantine questions, man. And these are just quick questions pertaining to what we're going through right now.
Yeah,
What's the best thing that you watched on TV during this time?
X-Files.
X-Files. Wow, that's a
Yeah.
that's a throwback right there.
Now no, I don't know. I never watched it. My aunt used to watch it. I used to make fun of her, and then I tuned into it. I'm like, let me see what she's talking about, and it's dope. It's dope. I like it.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Is there anything that you've tried to cook since like the restaurants are pretty much shut down or doing takeout. But I don't be trusting the takeout because I don't know
Yeah.
if they washing their hands over there.
Nah. What I cook? Let me see. I cooked something. Did I cook something? Nah, I ain't cooked nothing yet.
You ain't
Nah.
cooking.
Nah. Uh-uh.
You ain't tried that?
Nah.
It's all good, man. You got yourself a little quarantine, shorty, or you keeping the hell out of, away from everybody?
Um, yeah. We coolin'. We coolin'.
It's all good, man. We ain't gotta say no names. That answer was good enough. My last question, man. What's the first thing you gonna do once everything is over, or they start, flattening this curve, and we're able to get back to some sort of normalcy, or when they let us out the house, pretty much?
Um, I'm going on vacation. I got to. I booked the cruise for April 12th, and they got
Oh
canceled, so
man,
I'm heated.
you still
But at the
trusting
same time,
cruises?
yeah, I don't know if I want to go on it though, cause like I'm gonna probably wait for people to like clear up and you feel me? Cause
Yeah, yo. I don't know about the cruises. Like, I don't want to get stuck on the boat. They be keeping them boats out on the sea for like 2 weeks.
nah, yeah, nah, that's not a good idea. But definitely, I want to just go out and definitely just release music. I want to drop mad music and definitely perform. Like I miss performing. This definitely like affected a lot of things. So I plan on performing a lot and going across the country to definitely experience what you was talking about. I gotta see what that's like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got to get overseas, man. It's going to open up your mind. It's one of the best things that I've ever done. But my brother, I appreciate you. I appreciate your
Oh,
time, man. We look forward to seeing you back on the stage and back on these shows and back in ATL. Holla at you,
yes.
boy. And if you listen, make sure you go stream Proud of Me right now and
Thank
check
you.
out JI's radio station on Pandora.
Yes, sir. Huh? Shout out to Pandora, my Jew. Be
My
safe. Thank you
brother,
for having me.
appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, my brother.
Yes, sir. Be safe.
You too.
Later.